candidate for Petty King of the Week, Oscar De La Hoya.
The reigning champ, pound for pound.
Per Matt Coppinger, Oscar De La Hoya reiterated what he told Chris Mannix on DAZN, that he believes Bob Arum is fantasizing about signing Canelo Alvarez and that he should instead worry about Terence Crawford. Oscar said Crawford could be kept out of the Hall of Fame due to a lack of opposition.
Cue Eddie Hearn's Bob impression. I'm going to sue him.
You're the only person that says that.
Yeah, this is great. This is good.
Now, on its merits, first off, Terence Crawford probably going to be a Hall of Famer. He was undisputed champion. Like, we don't have many of those in boxing history.
Two-weight world champion. No, what was he?
Three.
130? No.
Three.
Three-weight world champion, undisputed in one of them. Yeah, people out there, I've been seeing it all day on Twitter. Yeah, he's got to beat Spence first to become a Hall of Famer. I'm like, Spencer's got to win another bout yet, or maybe move up. Come on.
I'm not sticking my hand in that hornet's nest. But I do agree. I agree. I agree.
Matt, come on.
I agree. No, I agree entirely.
There it is, everyone.
I agree entirely.
Timestamp. Where is it?
Look. I've always made this argument. Crawford, career-wise, has the better career. However, Spence at 147 has the better welterweight resume, and those are very different arguments that a lot of fans try to conflate and make one argument, and they're different arguments. To be honest,
don't get me wrong. Oscar's right. You know, Crawford needs some legitimate opponents now.
Yes, let's also look. You're right. I think Oscar has a legitimate criticism here that is obviously being shrouded in pettiness, which we love. That's why he's in the candidate for Petty King of the Day.
If you're going to drop bombs, do it in a petty way.
So I think we're all in agreement. Terence Crawford is probably a future Hall of Famer. That's really not the argument here. However, the lack of opposition is absolutely true. Yeah. He's fighting his mandatory, and I know we're going to have which is mandatory argument. No, it's mandatory, guys.
He can't really unify, can he? Because it's just not as easy as that to make. So at some point, you've got to fight your Mandos, right?
True, but if you can't fight in unification and your Mando sucks and is coming off a draw, don't fight your Mando. Fight a big name. Why in God's green earth did ESPN not give the bag to Kell Brook? Why? Or look, we have Luis Collazo fighting on ESPN, or he was supposed to fight on ESPN against Joseph Benavidez. No, not Jose Benavidez. Sorry, mixing up sports there.
Shit out of here.
But that fight was scrapped, obviously due to Benavidez getting into a car accident, something like that. I forget. No, it was drag racing. I forget exactly how that fight got scrapped. But Luis Collazo was supposed to fight on the card. I think he was supposed to fight Terence Crawford back on the Amir Khan date, but they made the Amir Khan fight because that was supposed to be the bigger fight for Terence Crawford. Collazo's there. Give him the bag. Give him a cool, high six figures for this fight. He'll be ecstatic for that, guys. And it's a legitimate welterweight fight. Not Kavaliauskas. That's not a legitimate welterweight fight. A guy that had a draw with Ray Robertson is not a legitimate welterweight contender. He's just not. I'm sorry here, guys. So if it's not Luis Collazo, if it's not Kell Brook, if it's not even, hell, this guy isn't on your side of the street, right? But he doesn't have a fight lined up. Sergey Lipinets. Get the ball rolling here, Bob. You've had a track record, actually, Bob and Crawford, fighting the B-level, air quotes, B-level PBC names, right? The Felix Diaz's of the world, right, Rob? Crawford has fought a lot of those Al Haymon names, actually, throughout his career. People don't realize it. So why not Sergey Lipinets? Have him fight Terence Crawford. There are names out there that he could fight, that they could make, and they could send offers to, and they're not. They're content fighting this weak-ass opposition, and that is directly in line with a lot of their matchmaking, a la Tyson Fury, a la Oscar Valdez, for God fucking sake, okay? It is just, absurd here. And look, you know me, right, Rob? I'm one of the biggest Terence Crawford stands you will ever meet. But I don't care to see him fight the Amir Khans and the Kavazlaskis of the world. I don't care to see that. Like
you're not the biggest stan if you're saying that.
Probably true. Lord Jacob saying fight Thurman. Maybe I would say Thurman coming off a loss doesn't really make a lot of sense. Danny Garcia doesn't have a fight lined up, right? He's coming off a huge knockout win against Adrian Granados. Fight him. Fuck it. Who cares? Make these offers. Like otherwise, like you're gonna keep getting this criticism, and on top of that, you're gonna keep getting these promoters like Oscar De Hoya making this point, even though they made it really poorly. Because it is true. There's truth to it. That this opposition for a lot of the top-ranked names have been trash. Not only this year, but for a while now.
No, I agree. But yeah, you can't claim stan status by saying what you just said. Yeah, I don't know. I think, like you say, all we hear is Crawford, Errol, Crawford, Spence, Crawford, Spence. They've got to do this, they've got to do that. Well, why don't you're a champion as well. You send offers, or you open talks, or you make another fighter an offer, or I don't know. It seems like his career is kind of treading water right now, and he's not getting. I know I'm not saying he's old, but he's not getting any younger, and he's the prime years of his career that are just sort of going to waste a little bit. So I don't know. It's sad, But yeah, I'm not going to question his, in my mind, definite route into the Hall of Fame. And again, back to Oscar, telling Bob Arum to do this, that, and the other. I think Oscar, just keep your eye on your own situation right now, because you've got fighters getting lawyers, you've got fighters wanting to see the books, you've got fighters backing up their own fighters, forcing your hand, making bigger deals in the media, saying he says a lot of stupid shit, and people in glass houses, Oscar, shouldn't take coke.
Another petty king candidate, allegedly. No, he actually went to rehab. No, he took coke. Yeah, fuck, we don't need to say allegedly, like Sutherland, because it's factual. Like he went to rehab for the shit. Another petty king candidate of the day, Sergey Kovalev, jabbing back at John David Jackson, saying, after 10 years, I finally got a real coach. Oh.
Whoa.
Damn.
I don't know that that's petty. That's just a good shot.
And it's probably true a little
Oscar,
bit.
Congratulations, you've retained your title. Although no, who did win it? Who did win last week's? Was it
No, it was Cohen. It was Cohen for sure.
Cohen, yeah.
Not only did I say it was Cohen, but like overwhelmingly in the comment section.
Yeah, I did on the comments.
Everyone said Cohen, and I agree. Like that was amazing. But I will add. Well, let's add Canelo in the mix with the Oscar comment. I will say that. I forgot to sort of mention that, saying Oscar just says a lot of shit.
I don't know. See, we got different opinions on petty. I just think that's a good line. That's just fine.
But it is pettiness. Like the root cause of him saying that is pettiness. Pettiness might come off as whack or corny, or it might come off as, ooh, he was petty. Ooh, like it might come off as true, and like you know what I mean. Like there's a spectrum of pettiness.
Levels, yeah.
There's levels to the game.
Degrees of pettiness, yeah. Categories.
I'm probably Oscar. Yeah, Oscar probably has to get it. I mean, anytime promoters beef, I always think that's hilarious.
You talk about my fighters, I'm gonna sue you. Oh, that Eddie impression, Jesus.